Hi everyone, today I'm making a video on some new toys that I got for my kiddo, and I have all that packed in this pouch, so let's take a look at it. So these are a selection of toys. They are smart games, or brain games as they are called. They are puzzles basically, not toys, and they help in hand-eye coordination and improving concentration and stuff like that. So let's take a look. Okay, so here's the first one. This is called Color Track, and it's by this brand Toymate. I'll link all the I'll share the links in the description box. So it's got 120 challenges, and it comes with this base board and all of these color tiles, or pattern tiles as you call them. They all have different patterns and different colors on them, and some are white, and the back side is usually white and the others are colored. And the idea is that these challenges start from easy and they move on to the more difficult, like medium, and then super hard, and difficult levels. And at the back you have the solution on how to place them. So the idea is that, okay, let's do the first one. The idea is that you have to try and match this pattern on your base. So we take the square one because we have the yellow square, and that goes there like that, and we need the red circle. So we have this one, and then this would be wrong because we have to try and match the pattern, and this would be right. So we have solved this one, and now we can move on to the next one, and so on. So I think these are really good challenges for children above the age of 3, and the tiles are pretty decent in quality. Like, they have smooth rounded edges, but they will break if you break them. They are not super strong, so you'll have to be careful about that. But with supervision, I think this makes for a very good toy for kids. And the medium and the super hard ones are really fun. Like, you could try your hand at it. Some of them are really complicated, and you have to look at the solution at times to get the answer to them, or you just spend a long time trying to figure it out. But I think these are really good for kids. So that's the first one. The book also states a list of all the tiles that we have. I think there are 18. Yeah, there are 18 tiles in all. So that's the first one. Let's look at the next one. So the next one that I have is from Smart Games, and it is the parking puzzle. I think that's what it's called, and it has a book on the inside, and you have these toy pieces, and it comes in these 4 challenge categories, like starter, junior, expert, and master. So let me open this up for you. So it opens up like this, and this is actually the back side of the board, and these are transparent pieces, and you have cute little cars on them. And I got this because these are really great for any child who's obsessed with cars. And this is how the front of the board looks. So you can just place it on top of this one, and now you're good to go. And so it starts with puzzles like these, and it gets more and more complicated as in how you progress. So the idea is to place these cards in their particular slots so that they match the color pattern. It's a bit tricky. Maybe it's for slightly more advanced kids because this is just the level 1, and as you progress you can see that all the colors are not given. You have to figure it out how they fit, so it can get a little tricky. So let's do the first one. So we have the red one, and we have to arrange the cars in such a way that this is the road and this stays, we cannot put a car in this area. It has to be in one of the parking areas like A, B or C. So let's try to fit this one, and let's see. So we have one over there, and the blue one at the top goes there like that, and we have the blue and yellow one right here, so that fits perfectly. Then we have the green one right there. So the first challenge is done. We have managed to match it, and it goes on like that. So how I play this with my kiddo is that he's too early to figure out all the colors by himself. So what I tend to do is I place half of them and I let him place the other pieces, and he'll try and match the pattern, or he'll try and fit it accordingly, or I tell them where I want which color and then he places them accordingly and tries to figure it out. But we haven't been able to progress beyond, I think, yeah, we've done the first 8 ones and we haven't done beyond this. So it's slow progress, but we maybe do one puzzle a day, and I think that's still okay. So this is a really good one, and I really enjoy doing this. I have finished the entire book. It's quite an engaging puzzle. So let's look at the next one. Yeah, before that, one thing I would like to say is that this is also great for carrying. These are handy for travel because the size is pretty small, and it's not a very thick box. It's a rather thin box, and you can see how thick it is. And everything, all the pieces and the book, they fit inside the box, so it's pretty easy to carry it. You can slip it inside any bag and just take it with you while traveling. So I think that way it makes for a good gift. And plus, if your child is older, I think this book actually says it's meant for 6 years or 7 years up. I am not sure, but if your child is older and your child can figure out these puzzles by themselves, you can just give them the box and then let them play with it. There's no choking hazards, and also these are single player games. You don't need 2 people to sit and play this with. So for kids who are who don't have siblings or friends all the time to play with them, I think this would make a really good toy for them to keep their mind engaged for a bit. So it's a really good one. Let's look at the next one. Okay, so now I have 2 more from Smart Games, and these are again the travel edition ones. So this is IQ Xoxo and this is IQ Stars, and this is the more complicated one and this is the easier one. So I'll start with this one first. So this one also comes with a book, and here you have the instructions on how to play this, and a description of how you can place the pieces, and then you can start with all the levels. So at the end, all the other ones, you also have a solution that tells you where all the pieces go. And I think these are pretty easy even for a 3 or a 4-year-old if you start them early on and you teach them how to figure it out. So the idea is that initially you place some of the pieces and then you take them out, and your child has to figure out how to place the rest of the pieces. And these are again good sized chunky plastic pieces. They are slightly pointy, but they will not stab. You will not get any scratches or anything from them. So they're smooth and they're rounded at that, even if they're a bit pointy. So let's try and place the first one. Okay, so I placed them first, and now in the first one right there, you have these 2 empty slots. You have the same 2 empty slots here, and you need to figure out which shape goes where. So it's pretty easy. You take the correct matching shape and then you figure it out and place it in that, and you can move on to the next one. So my kiddo is 4 now, and we've been playing with this one for about a month or so, and we are at the junior level now. And again, it's pretty thin and very compact, and you can just put it in a bag and take it while traveling. So that's really cool. And then this is the second one, similar type, but you have different shapes that fit both ways. So you could fit it in one place like this, and in the other place it would fit like this. So that's why this one can get a bit complicated, but again, you can a bit, if it's a bit challenging, it's good. So similar way, you see the puzzle and you copy it down there, and then you like leave the places blank, and your child has to fit in the same pieces in there. So as in how you move on with levels, the number of pieces given decrease, and you have like just 1 or 2 pieces or 3 pieces on the board, and you have to figure out how to fit the rest. So I could probably place it like this here, but if I flip it, I can place it like this. So these ones fit both ways on this board, so that's why it is a bit challenging. And again, all the pieces are smooth. This one has no pointy parts at all. Again, really good. They are nice chunky pieces. And they are bright in color, so it's easy to keep track of them. Great for traveling. This one comes with the solution at the back as well. So again, 2 games, they're really good for traveling. Let's see what's next. Okay, so the next one I have here is this magic magnetic cube, and it comes with the set of challenge cards, and then you have these cubes with different shapes that they close into a cube. Like you can make a cube out of them if you place the pieces correctly, and you can make about 100 other shapes with these, and designs and stuff. So, and these are all magnetic, so they like stick to each other like that, and they won't fall off if you place them properly, and they tend to stick. So these are again nicely sized, chunky, and the best part is that I don't have to worry about these being a choking hazard for him, and because it's magnetic, he generally loves magnet things to play with. So he likes fiddling with these and trying to make any random shape or something like that. So you can try make whatever out of these. If you take your time and all that, you could probably make a cube and other shapes given here. So these cards are these indicate the difficulty of the challenge. They start with level 2, and you have to try and figure it out. I wish they'd given some kind of color code or something to indicate on the cubes, so that it's easy for children to figure it out. But all the cards, even the simple ones, are not color coded. So they have given which pieces to use right up here, but because there is no color coding, it's quite difficult, at least for a 4-year-old, to figure out how to join this. But I don't mind. I don't want him like focusing on these. He just likes fiddling with these and playing with these. It keeps him occupied for about half an hour, and that's cool with me. And I bought it because again, it's a game that he can play with as and how he grows up. He won't have to get tired, and I won't have to think about buying new toys all the time, or like just throwing away this one because he's bored playing with it. These are toys, they are evergreen, and you cannot outgrow them. Same goes for these kinds of puzzles too. So even if you solve all the puzzles one time, the second time you do, you're not going to remember how you solved it. So it's definitely going to be an engaging thing to do once in a while. It's like a game you pick up. So these are games that he can grow old with, and I think it's better to invest in such games and such toys rather than investing in random things that he might like today and he might not like tomorrow. So even if they are a wee bit expensive, I would prefer to invest in toys like these. And same goes for this. So it didn't come in any handy pouch or anything, so I wish it had come in a handy pouch, but I just have a pencil pouch that I had and I store it in that. Let's look at the next one. So the last one I have in this pouch is the Rummy Cup, and I know it's not something you would actually give a child to play with. It's not meant for his age, but I still think that these toys, you can use them for your toddlers, especially in their growing ages, and it just helps them uh, have a fondness for such games, so that when they grow older they don't like run away from these kinds of games. And it had an instruction leaflet along with it, but I don't have it. I think I lost it. And this is, I think, to keep score, which I don't use it for him anyway. So this is the travel edition of Rummy Cup that came with this pouch, and it has 2 sets of dice, and it comes in this box. So the idea is that you roll it up and you cast it, and then you make pairs and stuff like the original Rummy Cup game. But the variation that I use with my kiddo is that we play a matching sort of game. So I tell him to find out which of the numbers can he see. So if he sees a pair of 2 tens, he can pick them up and keep it on his side. And then if I see a pair of 5s, I'll pick it up, whichever number we can see a pair of, we'll each take one pair each. And then it's like, how many pairs can we find? So I think it helps him learn number recognition, and the quicker we do it, the more we practice, the better he gets at number recognition, because he's still very slow at recognizing numbers. So I'm just trying this activity with him, or this game with him, to help him learn, in a game way, in a play way, to recognize numbers quickly. So that's the point of, and that's the whole reason why I got this, because I was really intrigued by different numbers on different dice. And I just came up with this game myself because he showed an interest in playing with this. And then I thought, okay, let's make use of this, and let's make use of his curiosity and try to teach him something along with it. So that's all for today. And I just store all of this in this new pouch that I got off Amazon. I'll share the link in the description as well. And I think it just suits this whole boy theme. So that's all for today, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you found it helpful. So stay tuned to my channel for more videos. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks. Bye bye.